So as per the previous lecture, we are continue to discuss about the second type of non-coherent AM demodulator, that is scalar demodulator. This demodulator is utilized to detect low level modulating signal and that is below 1 volt, so that the operating region of the device characteristic is restricted to non-linear region. Means this demodulator is operated in non-linear region as per the device characteristics. So this scalar demodulator is also known as non-linear demodulator, and the circuit diagram for this demodulator is shown in the figure. In this, we firstly received our AM modulated signal. After that, there is diode, and this diode is operated in non-linear region. And after this diode, we have low pass filter, and the low pass filter we get the output. Here in the diagram, the VD voltage source is utilized to adjust the operating point of non-linear device. Now, as per the diagram, if we compare this diagram with scalar AM modulator, then we observe two changes. The first and important change, that in AM scalar modulator we have the band pass filter. In this scalar demodulator we have low pass filter. The second observation is according to their working principle. Means in modulator we have input, that is modulating signal plus carrier signal, means MT plus AC cos omega CT. In this we have the input signal, that is AM modulated signal. So in modulator we have to make the transmitted signal. In demodulator we want to recover our baseband or message signal. As per the working principle, we have change in the input end, and according to the filtering action, the band pass filter is utilized in modulator and the low pass filter is utilized in demodulator. So be confident about scalar modulator or scalar demodulator. So as per non-linear behavior, we utilize the power series that will define the input and output non-linear characteristics, and that equation is equal to yt is equal to axt plus bx square t. Here the xt signal is our AM modulated signal, and that is equivalent to AC bracket start 1 plus Ka into MT bracket close into cos omega CT. So if we put this xt input signal in these equations, then we get the term. So as per the observation of this equation, we have the DC term which is blocked by utilizing capacitor after low pass filter. Now we have other terms which are centered at omega C and 2 omega C frequency. They are easily filtered out by low pass filter. Now we have the term corresponding to term centered at omega M. That is our desired modulating signal. And the one term is also there, that is centered at 2 omega M. That is corresponding to M square T. This 2 omega M term cannot completely suppressed by low pass filter, and this term can introduce the distortion in the detected output of this demodulator, and due to this we can say that the scalar demodulator is not distortionless AM demodulator. So as per the quality and important learning, we have to explore this undesired or distortion oriented term. So as per the more finding, we take the ratio which is equivalent to desired output, that is corresponding to modulating signal, MT signal, and which is centered at omega M operating frequency, to the undesired output which is corresponding to distortion oriented term which is undesired term that is centered at 2 omega m and that is corresponding to m square t. So if we take this ratio and which is equivalent to b into ac square into ka into mt to the 1 by 2 into b into ac square into ka square into mt square, and which is further equivalent to 2 by ka into mt. So as per this ratio, which has the numerator as desired component and denominator as undesired component, it must be maximized for optimizing the output and minimizing the distortion in the detected output. If this ratio must be maximized, then the denominator of this ratio, that is equivalent to ka into mt, should be minimized, and this ka into mt terms is directly proportional to the modulation index of AM wave. And if we make this term small, then it further makes our AM wave weak. This is important disadvantage of scalar demodulator. And dear all, you must remember this ratio, that is equivalent to 2 by k into mt for your competitive exam as well as for the numerical problem, because a lot of questions are already asked regarding this ratio in the competitive exam as well as in your semester exam. This is as per the mathematical representation of this scalar demodulator. Now we have the characteristic diagram. In the characteristic diagram, the AM modulated signal, which is our input received signal, is applied. Then it is overlapped corresponding to nonlinear characteristics. And at the output, we get the average signal which is corresponding to our modulating signal. And one important observation from the characteristics also, that the operation of this demodulator is limited to nonlinear region, and due to which the lower half portion of the input waveform is compressed, and this will further introduce the envelope distortion in the detected output. So this is further disadvantage of this demodulator. And with this we complete this non-coherent scalar demodulator of AM signal. In the next lecture, we will discuss the most popular, most important and commercialized AM application oriented demodulator, which is known as linear diode demodulator or envelope detector.